Hello. My name's Sam and welcome to my channel So Let's Sparkle with Sam, and this is my Bank Holiday Monday edition, my Bank Holiday Monday Sparkles, where I talk to you all about what I've made this week, what I've been up to, makes, plans, a little bit of live chat and all that sparkle. So yeah, I think the first thing that we need to get onto is what I am wearing, because it is one of the things that I have made this week. There we go. So I have made another Seneca shirt by French Navy. So I have made a couple of adaptations to it this time from when I made it last time. So as you can see, I have made it longer and I have also made it bigger. I made the decision, even though the last one that I made fitted me very comfortably across my chest and bust area, it just didn't feel quite easy breezy to use the Yorkshire Sew Girl Rouen. I wanted it to be a bit loosey goosey. That was a terrible impression and I apologise profusely, but yeah, I just wanted it to be a bit loosey goosey, and so I basically went up a size and made it 6 inches longer. So the other reason for the 6 inches is actually I probably didn't need 6 inches, but because of the fabric, it has got this repeat pattern on, and I didn't want to cut it off like through the middle of an X or through the middle of an O. So I did the 6 inches because that seemed appropriate for the pattern on the fabric. Does that make sense? I hope so. So you'll see why I was short on fabric, because of the other thing that I have made this week. However, I was a bit short of fabric when I made this shirt, even though it only takes 1.5 meters of fabric. I realised as I was cutting it out, I didn't quite have enough for the 2 back yokes that it needs. So, show you the back. I will pop some photos in that will hopefully give you a little bit more of an idea. But I popped a piece of black broderie anglaise that I've had in my stash for the longest time. I can't even remember where I got it from. My jolly good guess is going to be Pound Fabrics. I think I probably got it from Pound Fabrics because I've got white and black that's the same. And I think I probably bought it for a project a little while ago. But it was just the perfect fit. I've doubled it, so it's the burrito method, so there is a yoke on the inside and a yoke on the outside, which means it should still protect me from the sun, because I don't want things with holes in that, you know, I'm going to get little kind of patches. But because I've lined it, basically, I've lined that part of it, I should be good to go. But I'm going to just let you into a little secret. I love this shirt so much. I mean, you know me, I love a shirt, but I do just love this shirt. The fabric I got in a D stash. I'll link them in below. Scrabby Bee, I think, is her Instagram name. And yeah, it's an African wax cotton, but it doesn't feel the same as some of the other wax cottons that I've used. It actually feels quite luxurious. It's kind of got that stiffness to hold the structure, but it's actually really soft and beautiful to wear. Absolutely stunning. And then I've topped it up with these little shiny black buttons that I got from the lovely Becks at Jazz and Wow, which I think you'll agree go just dandy with it. So yeah, I love this shirt. I can see that French Navy Seneca shirt is going to be a shirt that I pop into my wardrobe a lot. In fact, I've kind of, do you ever do this? I've been waking up at stupid o'clock in the morning and thinking, oh, that fabric would make a good Seneca shirt. Oh, that fabric. I've literally shopped my stash in my sleep and made 100 Seneca shirts. Yeah, while sleeping. Please tell me I'm not the only person that does that. So yeah, so that's one of the things that I've been making this week. Another thing that I've been making this week actually matches. Will you look at that? So it is this. So I have been lucky enough to be pattern testing for my lovely friend Luke, winner of Sewing Bee, and They have just, in fact, this weekend launched their website. So you can go over to their website now. You can buy the Painter's Tote pattern, and you can also book onto one of their workshops. And I'll tell you, if I could get speed train to Manchester, I'd be there straight away. But it is something that I'm going to plan to do in the future. So yes, this is the Painter's Tote. I absolutely love it. I've made it very much my own by putting my So Let's Sparkle label on that I made using the tutorial from Always Knitted and Sewing, and I will link that down below. And I've also popped on the 2025 label that was gifted to me by the lovely Rachel at Cozy Club Handmade, and on the back another one of her lovely labels, Time to Shine, because although I do love the black and white, I do like a little pop of colour. And everybody loves a bit of sparkle, don't they? So, yeah, it's a beautiful bag to make. I really enjoyed the make. It will be fantastic for summer and holidays because they've got these really long pockets. Now, these are great for holding your water bottle because it holds it upright. So, yeah, you've got these lovely big pockets and then another big central pocket. I think there's 8 pockets in total, so you could always put a little popper on if you wanted a bit of security, but to be honest, it's worn so close to the body that I don't really worry about the security of it. But yeah, as you can see, and I will pop a picture of me wearing it, and if you follow me on Instagram you will have seen it already, because yeah, I wore it, and on the launch day of the pattern, which was Saturday. So yeah, love it, love it, love it. I have lined it with a remnant of fabric that I got from Carolyn Rose, which is this gorgeous yarn dyed gingham. They've they've just had some new yarn dyed gingham colours in. I think they've got a green, they've got a gorgeous yellow. It's not like school uniform yellow. It's a really lovely kind of nice yellow. Rubbish description, Sam, but it's a really nice colour. Go and have a look. Yeah, but I do love their yarn dyed gingham. It's really good quality, and it's not particularly expensive. I think if and when I make another one, which I definitely will, I might put a pocket on the inside, and I will pop my normal popper lanyard in for my keys. But because this was a pattern test, I just wanted to do it exactly as Luke had envisaged. So yeah, absolutely love that. And it was a joy to do. So yeah, I'll put all of the details down below. Do remind me if I have forgotten, because sometimes I do. So that's what I've been making this week. I have actually been making a couple of other things. One of them is a dress that I'm going to wear next weekend because I'm a guest at a wedding, and I will show you that next week. And another thing I've been making is another sundress, and you will get a peek of that on Wednesday when I am part of the vlogger tour for the lovely challenge by the Lucy, the Sewing Gardener, for Sew Skin Summer. So I won't spoil any of that today. But I have had a couple of things come into my sewing room. So one of the things that came into my sewing room was a lovely gift from my lovely friend Claire, who is Love Red Sews. Now, we did have a little bit of drama, you know, it's only fun when there's drama. Claire had messaged me and said, Sam, is your address this number? And I was like, no, it's this number. And I had, like the numpty that I am sometimes, sent her my address incorrectly. Fat fingers, I don't know how it happened. totally my fault. And she had secretly sent me, this was a long time ago that I'd done this, I hadn't realised, because I'd had things from her before and they'd arrived, no problem at all. So she secretly sent and said, oh, I've just got this notification that it was unable to deliver it because, you know, there isn't that number on my street. Oh. So yeah, so I had to go to my local sorting office. Now, in the past, when I've gone to my local sorting office, I haven't had the funnest time. It's not been a fun experience. But I'm just going to do a little shout out to the staff that were on at the Leamington Sorter office on Saturday morning, because you were little stars. Honestly, nothing was too much trouble. I explained to them the situation. They was like, oh, we must find this. And they searched and searched and searched and they found it and they brought me the parcel. So thank you very much, Leamington Sorting Office. Well done. So here it is. So I have opened it. It's come in this little box with a unicorn on a planet, dancing on a planet covered, surrounded by stars. So that kind of said to Sam. And then she sent me this lovely little postcard and it says sew a rainbow and it's got a sewing machine on. And I might have to read this a little bit quickly because I might get a little bit emotional again. It says, to the wonderful Sam, I'm so sorry that you lost your darling doggy. I wanted to send you something to help cheer you up and also acknowledge your 6K subs. Whoop whoop. By the way, like and subscribe. I hope you enjoy this most excellent gift. Thinking of you, Claire, Love Red Sews. Isn't that lovely? That's so sweet. So yes. So I opened my box. It was all wrapped beautifully. I have unwrapped it. So, and the first thing that I saw were these little puffed stickers. Now, the eagle eyes among you will go, oh, I'm sure there was some more. There must have been some more stickers on. There was. I have already used these stickers to make a birthday card for my nephew. So well done, Claire. They're already in use and I will definitely use the other ones. I do love these. They're just so cool and they're so me. So, and then the next thing was a little unicorn. I love unicorns. I love stars. I love space. I love rainbows. That's just me. A little unicorn iron-on patch and a little pack of spacey patches, and I know that they will come in really handy. I've actually got a pouch full of patches, and I was having a look at them the other day, and funnily enough, I've got I was gifted some denim and it's not quite enough for what I was originally going to use it for, but it is enough for a jacket. So I was thinking of making myself a little denim jacket and just covering it in all of these. I know it's a bit retro and I know it's probably, you know, a bit old school, but I love it. So yeah, so that's going to go in the collection with my other ones. I'm just going to put them down because my hands are getting full, which means I don't want to drop what's in here. And then the next thing, and this always comes in really handy in my sewing room, is some washi tape. And of course it's spacey washi tape with the constellations, with the stars and the moons, and another one with the constellations, bit of a Milky Way effect there. Gorgeous. So they will come in really handy. But the absolute classic present for Sam is a rocket egg cup. I mean, one, how cute is that? Two, how cute is that? So it's a little rocket egg cup for my morning boiled egg, which I have eggs for breakfast nearly every day. And yeah, I mean, how much fun is it going to be eating my boiled egg out of a rocket egg cup? And then the other thing, and you know what? I've always wanted one of these, but I've never been I've never been brave enough to buy one because I'm thinking, oh, people might think it's a bit of a silly thing, which makes it a perfect gift. And it's an egg topper. So the idea is that you kind of pop that on top and it takes the top off of your egg. No fuss, no mess, no knives and spoons. Little egg topper. So yeah, I may do a little video at some point of me enjoying my eggs and my egg topper and my egg cup, and I'll pop it into not this video, but I'll pop it into another video so you can see how I'm getting on with my, I mean, if that interests you, maybe it doesn't. It interests me. But thank you so much, Claire. Sewing friends just don't stop being the best, do they? I've just had so much love from friends, subscribers, all of you in the sewing community over the last few weeks. I'm feeling really, really loved. I'm really, really blessed. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So another thing that's a bit more sewing related that has come into my sewing room this week is some fabric. So I was not going to buy any fabric this month. So I am going to put myself on a little bit of a ban for May and June. So from now, from May, all of May and all of June, I'm going to put myself on a little bit of ban. Obviously, I've still got my subscription box that comes through, but any other fabric I need, I just need to get it a little bit under control. I feel like I've got more fabric than I can sew, and it's starting to feel like a little bit of an issue that I'm just buying a bit too much fabric that I don't need. So I'm gonna just, we'll see how that, I mean, you'll find out, won't you, whether that works or not, but we'll see. But I couldn't resist these. So yeah, and I have actually got a purpose for these, but I can't really tell you what it is at the moment because I've got some collaborations. Is that the word? Collaborations coming up in May and June, and these are definitely for those. So I'm not going to tell you what they're for, but I am going to show them to you. So the first one, they're all from Fabric Godmother, by the way. And the first one, can you tell that I like monochrome? Can you tell? So the first one is this lovely viscose crepe from Fabric Godmother with the little postcards with sun, moon, cacti, palm trees, all that jazz, stars. I think I saw stars, yeah. And I think it's absolutely beautiful, and I can't wait to make the make that I want to make with this one. But as I said, you'll have to watch this space to find out what that's going to be made into. The next one is also how I have plans for, is this gorgeous black eyelet holes with holes in. There we go. And it's absolutely gorgeous. Again, from Fabric Godmother. I didn't go for the very popular palm tree one, which I did look at, but I preferred this one. So the kind of like spirally, yeah, I do really like this one. I don't get me wrong, I like the palm trees one as well, but I thought this one was a little bit different and nice to use. So as I said, I've got plans for that. But and then the last one is one that I didn't actually need. I just saw it and thought, oh, I like that. And it is a kind of, it's not actually white, it's like a creamy and black stripe. And to be honest, this is, I am noticing a lot, particularly doing Me Made May, that I am short on plain tops. So when I say plain, a stripe is okay, but a more kind of like not patterned tops, that things that will go with more things. So I've made quite a few trousers recently, and I'm just short of a few tops that will make the trousers a more kind of cohesive kind of capsule wardrobe. So I thought, as soon as I saw this, and it's beautiful quality, it is a gorgeous cotton jersey, and I think I bought 1.5, but I may have bought 2 meters. So I'll have a look in my pattern stash and see what knit tops that I've got that I can get out of that. I have a feeling it might become an Agnes top, because I like the Agnes top tin in the buttons. But if you've got an idea of your kind of favourite go-to top, then pop it in the comments, because I always like an excuse to go and look at patterns. Who doesn't? So yeah. So I think that's all that's come into my sewing room this week. It seems like quite enough, doesn't it? I have actually got, before next week and you say, oh Sam, you're about, I have actually ordered, I've got an order of haberdashery that is coming, but I ordered that last week, but that hasn't arrived yet. And I have another order that also hasn't arrived yet, but after those, no more. Yeah, so my plans for this week, as I said, I've got a wedding to go to on Sunday, which I'm really looking forward to, and I've got lots of fun things happening this week. But my sewing plans, I want to make another pair of the La La pants, so by Betty Silk Studio, who is Lizzie from the Sewing Bee, and I made myself a blue pair. I'll pop them up there, and I love them. So I've done a bit of deep dive of my stash, because wanting to do a bit of smashing that stash, and I found this gorgeous linen from Bornella Fabrics, which I really loved this when I bought it, and I keep looking at it and I'm not sure about it, and then I love it again. And I think it just needs to be made up for summer, because I think I've looked at it in the winter and I've not felt so drawn to it. But I know in the summer, with a little white vest top, I'm just going to live in these. So yeah, it's a lovely, I think it's a cotton linen, but it may be a viscose linen. I'll put the details down below so you can go and have a check. But Bornella Fabrics are always fabulous quality, and it feels fabulous. Like it's a good trouser weight linen, and I'm really looking forward to making those up. I am going to do the barreled leg version for those, and I may crop them slightly. So I'm thinking I might take 2 or maybe 1 or 2 inches off at the bottom before I crop them, before I barrel them, which is putting the double pleat in. I hope that makes sense. I did do a video about the La La trousers, so you can always go back and have a little look at that. And yes, and also this week I am pattern testing again, and this is a bit more of a chunkier one that I'm really having to get my teeth into, as it were, my sewing feed dogs into. So yeah, so hopefully in a couple of weeks time I'll be able to show you that as well. So I've got, yeah, lots of sewing plans. It's lovely to catch up with you. I hope you've had a lovely long weekend, and I hope you've had lots and lots of time for sewing. So if you enjoy my sewing content, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's completely free to you, and it just makes my heart sing. So thank you very much. Don't forget to sparkle. I'll see you really soon. Bye for now.